Greetings and salutations, film fans. Thomas L here. With Toy Story 4 hitting theaters this week, I decided to do my top 10 favorite Pixar movies. Pixar's just, come on, it's one of the best animation studios there is. They just crank out some of the best stuff, some of the best content. They always have a habit of putting tears in their eyes, but hey, that's almost every Disney film for you. I mean, Disney pretty much got their start like towards the late '80s or early '90s, if I'm not mistaken. And since then, Pixar has they've been a staple. They won like lots of their films have won lots of Oscars, and they're just the best. So that being said, here's my 10 favorite Pixar films. All right, coming in at number 10 will be Ratatouille. Now, most people will probably add this up a little higher, like most maybe in their top 5 or whatever. I like Ratatouille, but I'm not like over the hills of Ratatouille as most people are. But I still think it's a pretty cute anime film. I mean, Patton Oswalt, of course, voices the title rat in this. It was directed by a Pixar vet, Brad Bird. Really good film. It's cute. It's adorable. I mean, this movie will also make you hungry. Like, seriously, I get hungry whenever I see this movie. It's a really good one. I mean, who knew a Pixar film about a rat could work out well? And it worked out perfectly. I mean, I believe this movie won the Oscar for Best Animated Feature, if I'm not mistaken, or I think it was nominated. One of the two, but it's a really great one. I mean, the movie got released in 2007, and crazy we still haven't got a sequel to it. But hey, the first film's still really great. Alright. Coming in at number 9 will be Inside Out. Now, this movie did, of course, win the Oscar for Best Animated Feature. Well deserving. Inside Out is great. I mean, it's pretty much like a animated version of the film Herman's Head, and it features and it's pretty much about this girl named Raleigh who pretty much has lots of emotions in her, including of course, one of it is led by Joy, voiced by Amy Poehler, and you also got Sadness, voiced by Philip Smith. Uh, you got Madness, no, you got Anger, Fear, Disgust, and they're all pretty much inside, the girl's head. It's a really good one. I mean, of course, the scene with that Bonker character. Dang, it's been a while since I've seen this movie, really, but of course, the character voiced by Richard Kind. The scene with that will leave you to tears. This movie is really funny. It's cute. It's adorable. I mean, who knew that a film you know about your emotions could make a great film? And they proved it with Inside Out. It's a really good one, and like I said, won the Oscar for Best Animated Feature. Well deserving. I gotta rewatch this film again. It's actually been for a while since I've seen Inside Out, but it's a really good one. And also, like the voices as well. Like you got Bill Hader, Lewis Black was in this, Mindy Kaling. I love this film, and yeah, I gotta rewatch this one again. And I'm also surprised we never got to see a sequel. I mean, we had like a short of it, but that's pretty much it. We never really had like a actual sequel yet. So who knows? Maybe down the line we'll see a sequel to Inside Out. All right. Coming in at number 8 will be Incredibles 2. Now, of course, this is the long-awaited sequel to 2004's Incredible. It was directed by Brad Bird. This time around, it was pretty much Elastigirl, who pretty much is the hero in this, and while Mr. Incredible is staying at home, taking care of the kids and all, and doing the housework. I love Incredibles 2. I still don't. I'm still not 100% sure if I enjoy it over the first Incredibles, but I still love this movie so much. I saw it twice last year. Even though I love Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I'm still surprised this movie did not win Best Animated Feature. I was really shocked when that happened, but it's a really great one. I mean, it had a pretty cool villain here. It was funny. It was fun. Lots of cool action. And also, Holly Hunter, I think she's great as a voice of Elastigirl. And yeah, Also, not to mention a Frozone voiced by Samuel L. Jackson is cool. I love Incredibles 2, and I'm still holding out hope we'll see a third one, but who knows. Coming in at number 7 is the film that will really leave you in tears, and that will be Up. Man, the first minute, like the beginning of this film, will put you to tears. I mean, it's a sad film. I mean, it's pretty much about this old guy named Carl Fredrickson, who's a balloon salesman who's about to fulfill a lifelong dream. While he of course build he pretty much builds a couple of balloons on his house, and and in it he pretty much ends up flying away to South American wilderness, and also he befriends with a boy named Russell, who's a stowaway aboard the balloon aboard the balloon house. And sadly, Carl's wife sadly passed away, and that the scene with his the scene with Carl and his wife will put you to tears. I mean, and the movie actually get this, Up not only won Best Animated Feature, it also got a nomination for Best Picture, which is usually rare for animated films. I mean, there's very few animated films that actually got nominated for Best Picture. I mean, Wall-E is one of them. Toy Story 3 was another, and Up. And I believe Beauty and the Beast got nominated as well. Up is really great. I mean, the dog in this was pretty funny as well. Really great movie. It's enjoyable. It's entertaining. It's sad. Really sad. Such a great one. I mean, if you guys still never seen Up, check it out. It's a really decent one. And kind of surprised you never got to see a sequel to this too. But yeah, again, it ended off pretty perfectly. I don't think the movie really needed a sequel. Coming in at number 6 is, speaking of Toy Story 3, coming in at number 6 is Toy Story 3. Now, this movie was pretty much the last Toy Story film before Toy Story 4 came into fruition. I love Toy Story 3. Now, I didn't really enjoy it as much as I did with the other Toy Story films, but I still really had fun with it. I thought it was also really sad. And it was, I mean, here at this time around, you got the owner, Andy, who's preparing to leave for college. And so, Woody, Buzz, Jesse, and the rest of the toy pretty much find themselves headed for the act, but mistakenly wind up on the curb with the trash. And they actually end up being delivered to a daycare center. And they, of course, try to make a grand escape here. It's also really sad. The ending of Toy Story 3 will leave you to tears. The movie actually got nominated for Best Picture and also won Best Animated Feature. Well deserving. The movie actually scores. It even has I think a 99% Rotten Tomatoes. Man, Toy Story 3 is definitely a really good one. It's, like I said, it's really enjoyable. It's sad. And I'm really looking forward for Toy Story 4. So, and not to mention, Sid, the villain from Toy Story, was also in this too. So keep your eye out for Sid in this. But yeah, I mean, believe it or not, next year Toy Story 3 will be turning 10 years old. Just FYI there. All right, coming in at number 5 is Finding Nemo. Now, this is of course the film about a clownfish named Marlin, whose son Nemo who pretty much gets captured by divers, and Nemo's pretty much he's pretty much being held in a dentist's office. It's a awesome film. I mean, it's also pretty sad at times, but not like a Toy Story 3 or Upset or anything. But it's still a really great one. It was directed by Andrew Stant, who's great when it comes to animation stuff. Didn't like his John Carr movie, but that's the topic for another day. Anyway, Finding Nemo is really great. I mean, Of course, it introduced us to Dory, voiced by Ellen DeGeneres. Albert Brooks voiced the role of Marlin. It had some like the fishes in the aquarium in the dentist office. I really like those fishes there. Of course, the shark the Bruce the shark was in this. Some really great characters and some really memorable characters. I really love Finding Nemo. And also, Finding Dory was pretty good too, but I still kind of prefer Finding Nemo over that, to be honest, yeah. Alright, coming in at number 4 will be the best Fantastic Four movie we've ever gotten. Come on, that is The Incredibles. The Incredibles is, I already said this, it's the best Fantastic Four film. Even though I did like the 2005 one, but still. I mean, it's an anime film about a group of family superheroes. What more could you ask for? I mean, you of course got Jason Lee, who voices the character of Syndrome. Awesome villain. He's probably one of my favorite Pixar villains there is. And, I mean, of course, you got really great voices. Like, you got Craig T. Nelson, who voices Mr. Incredible. Holly Hunter is Elastigirl. You got Samuel Jackson as Frozone. Yeah, The Incredibles also won Best Animated Feature at the Oscars, so at least one of The Incredibles won an Oscar. But yeah, and also out of all the Pixar films, The Incredibles also has probably one of the best scores there is. Like if I do some of the best animated scores there are, The Incredibles will definitely be in there. It's a really it has some really great action in it as well. Who just doesn't love The Incredibles? I mean, like I said, I'm still holding out hope we'll see a third Incredibles. I just hope we don't have to wait for 15 more years for Incredibles 3, but yeah, we'll see what happens there. I mean, hey, Incredibles 2 made lots of money, so hopefully we'll see if Incredibles 3 will ever come out. Coming in at number 3 will be Monsters Inc. Now, this film is of course entitled Monsters Incorporated, and we're like a large factory in the Monster world, and you got James P. Sullivan, voiced by John Goodman, who's one of the top scarer, and you also got and he's also, I mean, this film also features like a little girl named Boo who actually J.P. Sullivan ends up pretty much becoming friends with, and but of course she has to go back to her door, but the door's not there anymore, and gotta try to find a way to get her back to her door room. And of course you got Billy Crystal here as the voice of Mike Wazowski. I mean, Mike and James P. Sullivan, they both had great on-screen chemistry, and I really like this movie. Is of course for kids, but I wouldn't suggest anyone very young to watch this because there are some really scary moments in this movie. And of course, it was directed by Monsters Inc. again. Let's see, who's directed by again? Oh yeah, it was directed by Pete Docter, who also did Up. Why did I forget the director's name? Anyway, it's also been a while since I've seen Monsters Inc. But yeah, I just love Monsters Inc. I mean, Monsters University was cool, but I still prefer Monsters Inc. over that, to be honest, yeah. And also, it has a really Monsters Inc. also had a really good voice cast as well. Like you had Steve Buscemi as the voice of the chameleon monster Randall. Pixar vet John Ratzenberg. I mean, John Ratzenberger, he's pretty much a Pixar vet. He appeared in almost pretty much every Pixar movie. He of course voiced the pig from the Toy Story films. Here he voiced the abominable snowman in Monsters Inc. And he was also in Finding Nemo. I mean, he's big when it comes to Pixar. But yeah, and also Boo, come on, such an adorable kid right there. I'm still also holding out hope we'll probably see another sequel. I mean, I know Disney Plus is doing like a TV show sequel, really, but I'm still holding that hope that Pixar will do like a sequel movie. But we'll see what happens in the near future. I mean, who knows? Maybe if the Disney Plus series does well with critics and fans, maybe it'll give Pixar an opportunity to do another Monsters Inc. film in the near future. Who knows? But yeah, I just love Monsters Inc. And it also had a really good score as well. So that's pretty cool. Alright, coming in at number 2 is the first Toy Story. Now now the concept of Toy Story literally sounds like a dumb idea. I mean, a film about toys who come to life when no one's around. I mean, that does sound like a dumb concept. But Toy Story worked perfectly. It was pretty much Pixar's first full-length animated feature. Because before Toy Story, they did do like they did that light short, but that was pretty much it. They didn't really like foray into films until Toy Story got released. It was also the first ever computer generated anime feature from Disney, so that was cool. I mean, you got Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear. Um, Tom Hanks was, of course, Woody. The late great Don Rickles as Mr. Potato Head. Of course, John Ratzenberg as the pig was. Of course, you had Jim Varney in this as a Slinky Dog. Such a great film. It's really entertaining. It's funny. To me, it's one of the best anime features there are. Not so long ago, I did my top 10 favorite anime films of all time, and Toy Story was, of course, in that list. It's such a great movie. I mean, I probably could have added this at number 1, but you're probably not gonna be shocked to know what number 1 is. But yeah, Toy Story is it's just the best. I mean, I can't say it anymore. And Sid, come on, he's also one of the best Pixar villains we have. I'm kind of hoping we'll see him in Toy Story 4, but we'll see. Alright, my number 1 favorite Pixar movie of all time, that is Toy Story 2. I mean, I could have probably added just the first Toy Story as number 1, but I'm going with part 2. Toy Story 2 is one of the rare sequels that's actually better than the original. I mean, this was pretty much the Empire Strikes Back of Toy Story films. And it makes sense since it has an Empire Strikes Back connection. Because, I mean, the character of Zorg in this is pretty much kind of like Darth Vader in a way. So, Toy Story 2 was, I guess you could say, had some Star Wars moments in it. And Zorn, I mean, the character of Zorg, what an awesome villain. I mean, such a cool. He's also probably one of my favorite villains as well. But yeah, this time around, like in Toy Story 2, we were also introduced to the cowgirl Jessie, voiced by the great Joan Cusack. Jessie was a great addition to the Toy Story gang. Of course, you had Bullseye. Not to mention Stinky Pete, voiced wonderfully by Kelsey Grammer. Toy Story 2 is just awesome. I could probably watch this movie tons of time. It's a great one. And it's also pretty sad as well, but it's still great. I mean, Toy Story, like I said, Toy Story 2 is definitely one of the best animated sequels there is as well. It's great. I mean, if you guys still never seen any of the Toy Story movies and you want to check them out before watch Toy Story 4, I highly recommend checking out all of them. Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 1 both still have 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and the lowest out of them is actually Toy Story 3, which is at I believe is at 98 or 99%. They're just some of the best films there. Like, they're some of the best anime films there are, and yeah, and Pixar, of course, made them great, so. But anyway, that's pretty much it for my favorite Pixar films. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 10, Ratatouille. 9, Inside Out. 8, Incredibles 2. 7, Up. 6, Toy Story 3. 5, Finding Nemo. 4, The Incredibles. 3, Monsters Inc. 2, Toy Story, and 1, Toy Story 2. Now, there's a few other Pixar movies I probably could have added as well. Let me pull up the list. I probably could have added Wall-E, but I like Wall-E. I just wasn't, like, the biggest Wall-E guy. Coco is a really good one. Not really all that into the Cars franchise. Although Cars 3 was pretty fine, and Cars 1 was good, but Cars 2 was trash. Lots of people didn't like this movie, but I kind of liked The Good Dinosaur. I thought it was pretty decent. Monster University was good. Brave was good, but I still cannot forget that movie for winning the Oscar over Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph was a better film than that, but anyway. Cannot wait for Onward. A Bug's Life was pretty good. I mean, that's probably one of Pixar's underrated films, really. Some of the Pixar shorts are pretty good. You know, maybe down the line I'll probably do my top 10 favorite Pixar shorts. I mean, there's been some pretty good shorts as well. I mean, it's a shame that we're probably not going to get a Pixar short. Like, from what I heard, we're not going to get a Pixar short in front of Toy Story 4, so that's kind of sad to hear. But anyway, let me leave you guys. What are some of your favorite Pixar movies? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas Hill signing off.